Hello everyone, Cavasur here. Welcome back to the Cavasur blog. Some have called it a lifestyle blog recently. I didn't know what that was. I looked it up and I was like, oh, wow. All right, I guess I missed the train on that one, but I must have it must have been an independent evolution of the same idea within the the history of the Cavasur blog. So, anyways, I just got back from Madagascar. I was there for a couple of weeks doing some humanitarian aid work, kind of evaluation of a program I've been working on. And before that, I was down in sunny southern Florida, hanging out with Jeffrey Bowman and the folks from NakamalAtHome.com at their host bar, kava bar, which is called the Nak. And it's an absolute fantastic kava bar. I did a 3-part video review. I'm sure some of you saw it. But the one thing I went back and watched it, and I wasn't able to capture some of the things, some of my own impressions. And I do have to say that, just for the record, that was the most crunked I've ever been in my life. I drank more kava over that weekend than I've had than I've ever drank at one time. I mean, there was one day where I drank like 31 shells, and that day I kept it noble. I stuck to the good stuff from the Knock. But there was a day that I wandered into a really rather unpleasant establishment in West Palm Beach. Not going to mention their name, but they were more of a kratom bar, but they sold kava, and I wanted to try the kava. It was supposed to be a Fijian savu savu, but when I drank it, I kind of immediately went cross-eyed, and it was probably some kind of wild kava that was shipped as Fijian kava, but it's probably some crazy jungle kava, that nobody in the world would ever want to drink. But it's good to know. I mean, I've drank Isa before, Hawaiian Isa, which is a 2-day kava, and and been fine, and not had any negative effects. Got a little bit more crunk than maybe I normally would, and it has a bit more of a bite and a punch to it. But those wild kavas, they're very unpleasant. They make you dizzy. They make you kind of see double. And it wasn't just because I had too much kava, because I'd had much more kava the other day on that trip, and I got to a place on that 31 shell day where I was really just kind of like vibrating in the stool. I was sitting there. I drink a bunch of Stone. I drinking a bunch of Wow and Black Sand, and especially with the Stone and the Wow, those guys. I mean, when you start getting into like your 7th or 8th shell, within a short period of time, you get this feeling where you're just vibrating, like your whole body's vibrating, and you lose your appetite, and you just feel like completely in the moment, and wow, what a place, the Knock. I already missed that place. I already have such fond memories of it, and in honor of that visit, I'm gonna do a review of a bag of kava that I got when I was down there, and that's good old Wow. It's been a long time since I busted open a bag of Wow and did a review. So today I'm gonna do traditional prep. I'm gonna make it strong. I'm gonna try to make it like Eric Bula does down at the Knock. That guy can make like 32 gallons of kava a day. It's super impressive. But anyways, I won't do as good of a job as him. I guarantee it. But I want to do traditional prep because I kind of got a taste for it again when I was down there. Traditional prep has this much cleaner, smoother, less grittier thing going on. So I'm gonna make some Cavasur grade, not connoisseur grade, Cavasur grade Wow kava from Nakamal at Home, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit. And this is just kind of a fun thing. Everybody knows that I already like Wow, but doesn't hurt to revisit. All right. So there you have it. That's a massive amount of water and a pretty equally massive amount of root that I've mixed into this guy. pardon the mess of my kitchen. So yeah, this is Wow Kava. I'm gonna drink all this by myself. Yeah, no concerns there, huh? Yeah, let's get on with the taste. All right, so once again, Connoisseur is doing a review of WoW. Since this is all continuous, it's probably getting pretty redundant. Me saying that at this point, but here goes. I'm gonna do a shell. I've made this really thick. It's a lot of root in this, a lot of root. WoW is, they've maintained that flavor since the beginning. Has that nice peppery Vanuatu flavor, but it's still kind of creamy, still kind of smooth, just like it was the first time I tried it about 10 years ago. And I don't know if you remember, but WoW used to have this like American flag logo on the bag. Now it's just the bamboo. It's the bamboo, and then kind of some like psychedelic colors, and the crazy dude, the crazy shaman. All right, so excellent flavor. No need to really get too detailed with that. One more thing, I'm going to be going to Malawi next week, actually a week from now. But before I do that, I have another kava I'm going to review, probably later on this week, and that's from Ozia Originals. They're selling a root now, a root powder. Super excited about that. Got this in the mail. Very, very excited to try it. It's a Fijian noble kava. So we'll see what that one's about later in the week. A little sneak peek for all y'all. All right, I'll get back to you in a minute. It'll probably be a while. I'm gonna drink a fair amount of shells before I chime back in. All right, so I've drank a good amount, but when I look at the bowl, it's still pretty full. I got a lot of work to do here, guys. But at this point, I'm in a very nice space, a nice WoW space. Such an interesting kava because it has like a really like stony behind the eyes kind of effect, but it just completely washes over your entire being and really gets you to that magical place, that place where you feel very in the moment, very transcendent. And you can just kind of let all of the loose ends kind of float away and not have to, your mind doesn't drift to the various distractions of life. And that's what I've always loved about like a good WoW or a stone is that effect. And I know from drinking like 8, 9, 10 shells of this stuff at the Knock that it can really get you into a good place. Sorry to have to turn that down a bit. So you do realize that I make up all this stuff, on the spot, right? These reviews, these videos. So I just kind of I let the kava sing, and I let my words dance to the song of the kava, to the words of the kava. One of the good things about traditional prep is I'm starting to realize that it is a much stronger kava than using the olive ball method. And if you have time to do traditional prep, it's usually a pretty good idea to do it. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go sit down and eventually just fall asleep. Partially because I'm very jet lagged, but wow. Wow, that's right. Wow. Bula. See you later in the week.